Hey guys, how you doing? So, have you ever had the issues where you had one or two LAN connections, three, four, and you wanted to decide which one you need to choose? Or you have a laptop that has a wireless and a wired connection, and it seems like you can't get that wired connection or that wireless connection when you really need it. The problem is your metric. Your metric is not set. Metric goes back to the days of routers, where the metric means the line, the trust to send the internet connection out. So, the lower the metric number is, the more likely the trust is on that connection. So, with that being said, you can change those settings in Windows. I'll show you how. So, first thing we need to do is get to the control panel. We can get that a number of ways. I typically have a folder on my computer, and I can simply type control, scroll down, and I'm there. Or your recycle bin, most people do not know, is actually a explorer. So when you double click on it, it automatically brings up on a folder, and from there you can type in control, and then traditionally you can just go to your start menu. We'll get this set over here, close this out. The second thing we need is our command prompt. The command prompt will allow us to see what is actually going on in the background. The Windows key R will bring up the run menu, and from there all we do is type in CMD, enter, and then we're here at the command prompt. Alternatively, you can go to your start menu, type in CMD, hit enter, and then your command prompt will be brought up also. We'll move our command prompt right here, stretch it down some, there we go. So from here, we'll go to network and internet. On Windows 7, it should say networking or networking. You'll click on it, and from there, say network and share. Then we'll get to the network share center home landing screen. Show all your connections, whether you're connected or not. This is irrelevant. What we need is a side tab here, so we can get to our connections. Click on change adapter settings. From there, we'll see all our connections. I have a machine that has multiple connections, and because I have a fully redundant network, dual switches, dual routers, dual connections, dual cables, dual NICs, and I need this for higher reliability. But your purposes may be very different. The ones that we're going to kind of be focusing on today is 2 and 3. So let's pull up the information on those. Status. We'll bring this down here. Scroll this up some. There we go. And let's see what our IP address is. 172.16.9.1 with a gateway of 172.16.10.1. This gateway is really important. We'll go over to connection 3. Status. We'll do the same thing. We want to bring it down here so we can kind of see what's going on. Drop there as we work on this connection. Drop this down. 172.16.19.1 is the IP address. So this one, and the gateway is 172.16.20.1. So you can see that they're on separate networks and separate connections. So let's see what we get as default. If you go to your command prompt and type in route space print space -4. The -4 is for IPv4. If you do -6, you'll get IPv6. If you do not put neither, you will get both 4 and 6. We're going to work in 4 right now. Enter. We'll see as listed here all our connections. We'll see our gateways as listed as such. This would be what you would call a multi-gateway homed device because it has multiple gateways out to the internet. Our default routes are 0, and this is just simply telling the computer that if it cannot find the IP address amongst itself or its networks, as would it be a router, to go to this interface. So if it doesn't know where to go to the gateway and ask the gateway. And we see now our metrics are 281. Yours may be a bit different, but the number is what's important. So our problem is that because they're the same, we don't know which connection is choosing. I'd like to use 10 over 20 simply because I have a lot of traffic on my 20 network and I want to begin utilizing the 10 network. Your decisions may vary. This may be your Wi-Fi and your wireless. Your wired and your wireless. This may be connection to your DSL and connection to your cable modem. It does not matter. Whatever your purpose are, you just need to be able to identify which connection is what. So this one right here is my Ethernet 2. This is my Ethernet 3. We'll go over here to Ethernet 2. Properties. IPv4. Properties. And you see it's statically set. Most people's devices will be automatic on both DNS and IP, but mine are static. We'll go to advanced, and here's where we get to where we need to be. All the different tabs. But what we're looking for is automatic metric. What's happening here is because you did not define the metric based on these values accordingly, it's defining the metric based on a formula combining what type of connection it is, the wire speed, previous information. It's calculated what it believes to be the metric. The metric is typically going to be lower than the some of the other numbers, just so that it'll use that connection. But when you have one that'll tie it, or one's lower than the other one, that's where you have your issue. We're going to change this one to 10. Change this metric to 10. Hit OK. Hit OK. And then this is where it's going to speak of being a multi-home device. For my purposes, I don't have to worry about this because I do know that both of my gateways are active and functioning. You want to make sure your gateways are actually functioning independently prior to this. Hit OK. Hit OK. And then we'll go over here and we'll just push the up arrow and get the command in again. Route print -4. We'll hit enter. You notice our metric changed on 10. It's approximately 15 lower than it was before. And so what's happening here is we've just altered our metric. And by altering our metric, we'll see what'll happen now. So we'll type in trace route Google. RT is for route. Enter. And we'll stop it at about the second or third connection. We'll see it's connecting to 10. It's going up. Okay. So this is one of the connections. So, in my instance, it's a cable modem going upstream from my network. One of my connections out. So it connected to the gateway 10 and then to the cable modem, and then it was proceeding out. And this is what I want. This is the behavior I would like to have. I'd like to have the 10 network over the 20, or the connection 2 over the connection 3. However, you may want something different. You may want this 3 over 2, and in that case we'll go to properties, Internet Protocol v4, properties, then we'll go to advanced, and we'll find metric and see it's checked. So that's where this pre-calculated number is coming in. We're going to go in here, and before I put in 10, typically I can whole numbers and lower numbers. The lower you go, the more reliable the connection would be. I'm going to put in 5. So I wanted to drop my number below what I had in the first connection, which was 10. Hit OK. Hit OK. The gateway message comes up. This will come up every time once you begin to have dual home networks. So you just be aware and hit OK. Hit yes. And now, if we go looking for our routing table, let's see what it says this time. Aha, you see that. 266 for the first connection here, based on the gateway. And then the second connection is 261. This is lower than this one. So as we should expect, when we do our trace route, see which connection it's going to use. Sure enough, it uses the 20 network. And then we'll go one more step just to confirm. So that's how we change our metric. I typically do this as default when I first install a machine so that I can control which connection has connectability. I like mine 10/20 simply because of my internal needs. Yours can change. So I'll just go in here and actually I usually change this one to I count 10, 20, 30, 40 and so forth. Hit OK. Hit OK. Hit OK. Close. And let's look at our routing table again. And we'll see, aha, it's 76, which is 10 from the previous one. So this is 10, this is 20. The particular numbers that are here are going to vary based on machine. So this is what I need right here. This is the exact setup I need. So I'll trace again. Remember before, once we changed that previous Ethernet 3 to 5, we were using that primary gateway. So let's hit enter over here and let's see what we got. And sure enough, it changed to 10. Okay, well guys, that's how we get this done. If you need anything else, please leave comments, hints, and tools, and so forth. I've been doing routing since 96, so I have a lot of routing experience. So if you have any issues, just leave a comment. Any suggestions of any future tools, tricks, whether it's Windows-based, routers, networks, you can hit me up. All right, until next time, take care.